Hi, welcome to Great Day at 9 I'm Scott Haney.
And I'm Nicole and Scot. That was very subdued.
Well, I was so perplexed this morning because Nicole said she's like, can I get you a cup of coffee? And I was like, absolutely. So she goes out to Dunkin' Donuts and she buys us a cup of coffee, which I think is really nice. And then you must have handed it off to Caitlin.
Yeah, I was too lazy to walk back into the temporary studio.
So I go to open up my coffee. It's half filled and it's got lipstick on it. I'm like, I appreciate the coffee, but can I get a full cup minus the lipstick?
That's funny because Caitlin gave me the version. He said, "What's this?" and sent it back. So she came to get his coffee in the newsroom.
But I think it's both funny that we use Caitlin as the mediator.
She was like, "I'm just the messenger."
I was like, Caitlin, go back to Nicole and ask her to get my real coffee. Very funny. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Happy it's halfway through the week.
Halfway through the week.
Yeah, but you know what's really scary?
What?
School is starting to wrap up in a lot of places.
My friend Graham Camp is a trainer at, he trains me at the gym.
Yeah.
He's like, school is out like by the kids like the end of this week. And I'm like, what is happening?
I know. I was just talking to a girlfriend. She said her daughter's last day was today.
He said,
I know.
But they're going back earlier in August this year. He said that some of the school districts are going back like as early as August 21st.
Oh, wow. That's usually
early.
A week earlier than...
Yeah, typically.
Okay. Usually it's the last week of August or it's after Labor Day.
After Labor Day.
Depends where you live, what state you live in.
But we appreciate all the new viewers that are going to be joining us after school gets out.
Absolutely.
Right?
Oh, I think there's going to be a lot of parents, which actually on the Mom Squad page today, I posted if you have any ideas for gifts for the teachers. Do you give your teachers a gift at the end of the year from your kids? So please weigh in. Let us know.
We never did that. I was always like, we always got a gift from our teachers. It was a report card. And I was like, what is this? And I got to go home with this on the last day of school.
I know.
All right, anyway, let's turn to the headlines. The state budget battle is over, Nicole. It's now onto the way to the Governor Lamont's desk to be signed. State senators passed the 2-year, $51 billion plan yesterday afternoon, and the governor is expected to sign it in the next couple of days. Now, the new budget includes some tax cuts for working and middle-class families. UConn and other state colleges got more money, but not entirely what they wanted.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how the tax cuts are going to impact families.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
You know?
And I don't know what constitutes middle class. Like, what is the salary?
Usually, it's around $200,000 in the past.
Per couple.
I think per couple. Yeah, combined. Yep.
Okay, so that's good to know.
Yeah.
Well, good. I hope everybody gets a tax cut out there.
I know, that would be nice. And lawmakers are going to be looking to pass as many bills as possible because remember that session ends at midnight tonight. So they're trying to get it in the final hour.
Get it in. Parents in Granby are planning to confront the school board about a Pride Month video shown to elementary students.
Yeah, they are set to be at tonight's board meeting. So this video mentions topics of sexuality and gender identity, and it was shown to 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade students at Wells Road Intermediate School earlier this week. Some parents we spoke to said that they're upset that they weren't told about the video beforehand, and they plan to be at tonight's Board of Ed meeting, and that's at the town hall. It all starts at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, a couple of people are pulling their kids out of the school district because of it.
I think that there needs to be communication.
Communication
across
is
the board. You know, if you're going to show it, that's fine, but just make sure to let the parents loop in on something.
And if they don't want their kids privy to that video, then they can make a decision. But again, communication is all.
And I think the other side of that too, not even if they want to be privy, but just some parents want to talk first and start that conversation with their kids.
No, I completely
agree.
And
then, you see a video and you kind of have a little bit of a context, before you're getting into it.
100%.
So we're actually planning on sending a crew to the meeting tonight, so you can see what happens on Channel 3 Eyewitness News at 11 p.m.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
What is that? Is that an alert?
That's an alert.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in early warning weather alert mode because of the smoke. Once again, our Doppler scans the state dry. However, you're going to see we have unhealthy air quality for today, reduced visibility due to the wildfire smoke. So if you can, seek out that air conditioning throughout the day today, especially those in the sensitive categories, the very young, the very old, those suffering from health problems, those with asthma, lung, heart conditions. You want to seek out that air conditioning. Yesterday was pretty tough. I don't think it's going to be quite as bad as yesterday, but it's still going to be kind of bad. Air quality alert. This was issued at 7:21 this morning for all 8 counties of Connecticut, and that is in effect until midnight tonight. So early morning futurecast, it tries to bring in like a little shower, but not a big deal. Most of the most of the day stays dry. And that'll be the case right through this evening and into tomorrow morning. Now, tomorrow we do run the better risk for some scattered showers. You'll see this is right around noon. They'll be pop-up in nature. It's not going to be a washout, but again, some scattered showers. So for the remainder of today, Nicole, temperatures stay a little bit cooler than average. We're going to make it into the low 70s. Typical daytime high for this time of year is about 77. So again, we'll fall short of that normal with partly cloudy skies and smoke.
So when it's cooler, is it better for the smoke situation? No,
no,
okay.
It doesn't really have anything to do with it. It's just all the winds that are, it's that northwesterly flow that's bringing in the smoke from Quebec, and I was corrected. I got a new IFB, can you tell? Because it keeps popping out of my head. Yeah, Quebec. I've been saying it wrong. I've been saying Quebec.
Quebec is, yeah, kind of the American lazy way to say it.
Well, I'm not going to be lazy.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
got
say
it. Yeah.
Quebec.
Yep.
All right, we've been talking about some of the more frightening applications of artificial intelligence technology, but today we're talking about something good that's happening.
Yeah, AI can help find breast cancer. How amazing is that? Scientists actually applied AI algorithms to thousands of mammograms, and they found that AI is actually better at predicting cancer than the standard risk model, which includes information about age and family history. Among women with the highest risk, AI was able to predict up to 28% of cancers compared to the 21% predicted by the standard model.
I think this is great news for all women and some men out there who have breast, who succumb to breast cancer. So, you're too young for a mammogram at this point, but I think they're lowering. They keep lowering the age as to when.
I think 40 now.
It's 40 now. So.
Which is, I'm very lucky. Knock on wood. I don't have a direct line of breast cancer in my family. Knock on wood.
Again.
But I mean, everyone's affected by breast cancer, whether your
my
mother
mom
or grandmother had it or not.
Survivor for 40 years.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm blessed, and I can't imagine a day without my mom. So.
Right, I know.
And she had a very good doctor. Again, go get those mammograms because that's what saved her life.
Yep, and any early detection, even if it is AI, AI can be very controversial, but if it's going to help detect some things ahead of time like this, we're all for it.
We're all for it. Did you hear? Would you like a little olive oil in your coffee?
A popular coffee chain is bringing this new kind of coffee to our state.
Yeah, it's called olive oil coffee. Starbucks makes one coffee line with olive oil. It's called Oleato.
Oleato.
And it's served with a spoonful of olive oil just dropped right into the coffee. Cold brew, say it again.
Oleato.
Coffee has an olive oil infused foam. The chain is rolling it out in more cities across the U.S., including right here in Hartford. So it might be something we can give it a try.
Our director went to the Starbucks in Rocky Hill this morning, and it was being offered there.
Really? Did you get it back?
No, it was our director, Adam.
Oh, Adam, I apologize.
I don't think he got it. I feel like he would have told us.
I'm sorry, I got my directors and my producers mixed up.
That's all right. It's all the voices in our ear. But what's interesting
and
is...
the ear that keeps popping out.
I know. The IFB is our earpiece where we hear all our cues and
Interrupted feedback.
I don't know if I'm going over, but I did want to add that while I was hearing you read those words, I was thinking about how a lot of people add coconut oil sometimes to their coffee.
Yeah.
So, and butter. Ghee is added to coffee. So who knows? Maybe it's not going to be as jarring of a...
Well, they say olive oil is very good for you.
Yeah.
100% extra virgin olive oil. So EVO, extra virgin EVOO.
Yeah, Evo, you're right.
That's the Rachel Ray way to say it.
We're learning a lot this morning.
We certainly are.
And did you know that there are just 100 days until the Big E opens for the year?
I can't believe this.
I know.
We're not even into summer yet, but that seems unbelievable. And we know who will be giving free concerts at the Court of Honor stage.
Yeah, this year's Big E runs from September 15th to October 1st, and the acts were just unveiled yesterday afternoon.
Madonna. Totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
He's kidding. All shows at the Court of Honor stage are free with Big E admission, and there are performances multiple times per day.
Beyonce.
No.
No, I'm totally kidding. Totally
Maybe
kidding.
a cover Beyonce. But there are some pretty big names on the list, especially if you're a 90s music fan or you lived to experience the 90s. The band Vertical Horizon, remember them?
Of course.
All right, they're going to be there September 17th. Sean Hurley, by the way, is from Western Mass, Pittsfield, Massachusetts.
I didn't know that.
And boy band O-Town. Do you remember O-Town?
I certainly do remember O-Town.
I didn't even know they were still together.
They used to be known as... Oh, they recently got back together. Yeah, they became P-Town, but then they had some geographic issues with that.
So they're coming back September 18th and 19th. And then, Scott, you learned a little bit about this artist.
Genuine?
Genuine. Yeah. Pony? No?
I would have to hear it in order to.
Well, that's a song that's not appropriate to play on this family show, but I'll play it for you sometime when we're off of the station's premises.
Oh, it's not appropriate?
No, not really. It's a great song, but, you know, the lyrics are a little questionable. He's going to be taking the stage September 27th.
All right, country band Lone Star will be there for the final day on October 1st.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
I'm amazed by you.
I'm amazed. Baby, I'm thinking of Paul McCartney.
I know, sorry. Baby, I'm amazed by you. Lone Star, yeah.
I love that song. I do love that song. You're going to find a full link to the full list of performances on the Channel 3 app.
All right.
I would see some of those, especially Lone Star, if they're going to do that song.
I would see, I think Vertical Horizon or O-Town.
Okay.
I really grew up with them, so I think it would be cool to see them.
All right.